Hello and welcome to Paper Pumpkin. Usually I'm doing this live, but this month I had something going on tonight, so a Zoom call that I had to be on. So I'm doing this pre-recorded for you. If you're not familiar with Paper Pumpkin, it is a crafting in a box. So you can get a subscription and get it every month. And you get everything you need to make cards, mostly cards. Sometimes it will be 3D or treat bags or something like that, but usually it's cards. And the only thing you might need to add is a pair of scissors, but all the adhesive, you get a little ink spot every month like this. And then the stamps. Now this is August kit. So we have the regular stamp set, but then there was also a bonus stamp set too for the August one. So you got two stamp sets. And the nice thing about this is they don't take up much room. So when you're done, you can repurpose this box for something else. I often turn them inside out and then I can ship things in them if I need to. And then all you're left with is your stamp set. And you might have a few embellishments or something left over that you could use on another card, but it doesn't take a lot of room. This month's kit is 2 different cards. So these are the 2 cards. So if you are one of my customers that gets Paper Pumpkin, or you're on my team and you have Paper Pumpkin, then I always do a bonus card for you. So I send you the supplies in the mail to make the bonus card. So I will show you that after I demonstrate these 2 cards. But it comes with full color instructions. I love the very first page will show you exactly what you need for each card. So you can, they'll come, a lot of the die cuts will come on a sheet and you have to kind of punch them out. So this way I know exactly which ones go with which card. And then there's full instructions for both cards. So let's get started. We'll do this card first. And these are both kind of, I don't know if I would call them, excuse me, fun folds or, but this is the first card and you open it up and that's where your sentiment is. So let's make this. So I'm not leaving anything in there. Here's all our little pieces. And the only stamping that we're going to do is the sentiment. And I like to pull out, these are what we call photopolymer stamps, so they're clear. And so they work better if you have a little cushion underneath of them. So I like to pull out our Stampin' Pierce mat and use that. So let's stamp our sentiment. And I use my big ink pad so that I can save those smaller ones to put in little gifts or something. That Y doesn't want to get inked. All right, so stamp that in the middle. There we go. Put this away so you don't get it everywhere. Set that sentiment aside. And then it will show you on the directions, and I love this too, exactly where you need to put all your adhesive. So these open shapes are your dimensionals. So it comes with a package of dimensionals. So for our flowers, I don't know if I put this here if you can see too. No, there's too much glare. Yeah, of course, there we go. Now you can kind of see, I think. So there's one up here. And I usually try and put them right where they tell me. Sometimes it matters because it's going to be partly on part of the card. This time it doesn't matter that much, but I still try and put them right where they show me. So let's peel off all the backs. Open this up. On this, and it shows you, about where to place it. So it's about right there. All right, let's set that aside for the moment. And then this guy, it has a dimensional on each end. And then this is the tear and tape. So it comes on a little ring like that. So I'm going to put my dimensionals on first. I'm not going to peel the backs off yet. But then I know, and then the trick, oh, there it is. Sometimes the trick is finding the end. Then I know how much space I have for my tear and tape. So that's going to go in the middle. And then I like to use this little pointy end of the Take Your Pick tool to peel off that backing to the tear and tape. Whoops. Not the dimensionals yet. All right, and now I've already pre-cut. It tells you that you need 8 inches of the twine, and they have it just, I don't think they even tied it in a bow. So you just, whoops, you just kind of loop it around back here. So make a loop. Make another loop, and I should have started a little bit farther up. Sticking to my fingers. So when you turn it over, it looks like you have a little bow. Now we can peel off our dimensional backs. And this, again, goes on the inside. And that's why you have the dimensionals on the ends, because this is up on dimensionals, so your ends need to be up on dimensionals so that it will fit over. And that's it. One down. Super easy. Okay. Now, the other card. So this one has just 2 different designs this month, and you get 4 of each design. So our next card is this one. I'll show you what it's going to look like. And this one, it took me a minute. This just slides in and out of this piece of vellum. So it can just sit like a little flower, and then you can pull it out, and it has the sentiment on that. So let's make it. Grab my pieces. And you do have an extra flower and then an extra strip that we put the sentiment on. They often do that when you're stamping a sentiment. They'll often give you an extra one just in case you mess up. Then you've got another one. So we're going to use our pretty peacock, and this one says you are capable of amazing things. Set this out of the way. So get our pretty peacock back out. And this, we're going to stamp the sentiment right here on this lily pad. Didn't look like I got that part. There we go. It just fits in there beautifully. Again, we'll put this aside. So no adhesive on that. And we have this piece of vellum. It's really pretty. So on the back side of it, it shows you that you're going to put tear and tape along the sides and the bottom. And you're leaving the inside free so you can slide your little flower in there. So put one, and I'm putting it close to the edge. That's what they showed. And then on the bottom, let's just turn it over. Find your end again. And if you ever get to where you end up, like the first one I made, I got too far off the edge. Once you take the backing off, you can just fold it back on itself, and it'll be just fine. All right, one more piece on this side. go. And again, get my trusty, whoop, take your pick tool. Oops. Always too good at picking it up. There we go. Now, if you were doing a shaker card or something where you had to make sure that it was all, the adhesive was touched each other and there were no holes, then you'd want to be more careful. But this is just to hold this piece of vellum on our card. So if there's gaps in between, it doesn't matter. All right, so let's put this, trying to line it up, because once you get this down, you're not getting that up. And then this whole thing, you put on with dimensionals. Whoops. Which I set somewhere. I'm always covering up what I need. There they are. So one in each corner and one in the middle. Oops. And then when you use all these, you can still use the edges. You can cut them apart, or if you want a long strip for something, don't throw the edges away. They work just fine. Now, put that on our card base. Make sure it's opening the right way. And there'll be a little bit of a border around it. And that's it. Well, no, it's not quite it. We got to put our bling on. So this doesn't have twine. This has these clear circles. And there are plenty on here. I actually used some on my bonus card, and there's plenty. And it shows you here how many to use. So 3 big ones and 4 little ones. And then you just have to kind of look. I couldn't decide if those were underneath or on top. I put mine on this one. I put them on top on the lily pads. This vellum to me seems a lot darker and not as see-through as the one that is shown in the picture. So that's why I put them on top. So it shows 2 big ones on our flower. 2 big ones and 1 small one. One small one. And then I'm going to do the same thing. See, this will just slide right down in there. And then it's 1 big one and 1 small one is what it looks like to me. So that's what I did. And then that's, no, that's not the right number, is it? There's supposed to be 2 more small ones. Oh, they're up here. I missed those. So up on these flowers, I was like, wait a minute, they said we were supposed to use 4 small ones, and I only used 2. And 1 up here. There. Now it has even more sparkle. So you may not have as many of the small ones left over as I thought, but I think you will still have, because I would need 2 and then 4 and 4. Yeah, you'll have at least 4 small ones left over, because I used 1 on my bonus card. All right, there you go. There's this second card. All right, let me set those. So those are the 2 cards that came in the kit. And then for our bonus card, let me show you what I did there. I did this one. So I wanted to use the extra stamp set that had the pretty flowers. So this is still your pretty peacock. This is Berry Burst. You can use any pink. This is, you know, a deep color. So if you have a lighter pink, it will still look fine if you don't have the Berry Burst. So you can stamp your flower in whatever you have. But let me show you how I did this. I don't think I really went off. Okay. I was looking to see if I needed to put some scratch paper over that, but I don't think I really went off the pad. So I've got my Berry Burst. So we'll ink up this big flower. Set him over here. Now I did, because this is a dark cardstock, I did make an inside and I used the little flower on the inside. So while I have my berry burst out, let's do one of the smaller flowers. There, just in the corner. All right, and then I used the same Your Friendship is Unforgettable in the Pretty Peacock. Let's put the berry burst away before we have a mess. And we'll just stamp it right up here. There we go. That is all of our stamping. Now we're ready to put it all together. So I used my Stampin' Seal to put this on the inside. I love it when you have a fresh refill in there. And that just goes on the inside. And then this guy we're going to use the liquid glue because, oh, I didn't show you. So this is a new embossing folder. And it's called Distressed Tile. And this is coming out in the holiday catalog next week. So starting next, I think it's Wednesday, the 6th. It's the 6th. I think that's Wednesday. You can start ordering out of the holiday catalog. Put this on our front. I'm thinking this would be fun to do where you put ink on the embossing folder and then run it through. That would be really pretty with this one. All right, and then we need our circle. I'm just going to use some of these sentiments because these dimensionals because I have them right here. I usually, when I have a circle like that, I usually just do 3. And if I can find the embellishments that I've hidden somewhere, here they are. Let's get some of this out of the way. Especially my glue, and I want to mistakenly get glue everywhere. Okay, so I used 2 big ones and 1 little one. Whoops, it didn't come with me. It wants to stick to my finger. So a big one and a little one, and then I put another big one up on the flower. There. So there's your bonus project. And someone will get the one that I already made. I just put them all in an envelope, mix them up, and then started dressing them. So I never know who gets the one that's already made and who will get just the kits. But I probably won't get those out until next week. Because I'm not going to be around this. Well, you're going to be watching this Tuesday, and I will be home by then. But the weekend before, I won't have had time to get these read all out to you, which I guess you shouldn't anyway, because you won't see them you won't see this video till Tuesday. So that's fine. All right. So this week, because you're watching this Tuesday, this week I will be showing you projects made out of the new holiday catalog. So watch for that. These are the cards that we made tonight. And I hope you all enjoy your paper pumpkin. And if you are interested in getting this paper pumpkin kit, let me know. Well, maybe not this one, but if you're interested in starting to get the paper pumpkin kits, let me know. All right. Thank you. Bye.